Let's slay some stiffs.
I want you all to know before this video starts, this video was never planned to be a thing at all. The Black Ops 1 and the Black Ops 2 ports have been that successful, and I've been convinced to buy the games on PlayStation, which I have ended up doing, but I'll get into why in a second. But you're probably wondering, Clarky, what's the point? You've got it on PC, that's something better than a PS5. Yes, you're absolutely right, but there are some stuff that the Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 PS5 version has that is better than not only the PC version, but also the Xbox version. Not because of the consoles themselves, but because of the game itself. On top of that, I mostly script my videos, and this video is not scripted. Why do I script my videos? It's because I say the same thing over and over again, and it just makes it so it's not a good video. When it comes to my reactions or first time playing through a game though, it's never going to be scripted. Like, if I have my face cam on, that's when you know a video is not scripted. And in this case, here we are. But I wanted to go over some of the Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 ports and why it's actually kind of made Call of Duty potentially peak, at least as of right now anyway. So let's not jump the gun here. So what you're seeing on here is a tweet from Synth Potato, which is going over the technical information on why the Black Ops 1 and 2 ports is better than the backwards compatibility version of the Xbox Series X. Because you got to keep in mind, you can play that shit on the Xbox Series X right now, but there's a huge difference. And I'll leave a link to Expert Future's video in the link description below, because he has a whole video going over it with it in detail. But Synth Potato goes on to say the PS5/PS4 versions are better than the one accessible on Xbox Series X, S and Xbox One. As I mentioned previously, the Xbox backwards compatibility version sticks to the original Xbox 360 resolution of 688p. The PS4 and PS5 versions are at 1080p. So the difference in resolution is way bigger on the PS5 compared to that of when you're playing these two games on the Xbox Series X. On top of that, there have been some updated assets, like the Laredo ray gun of Black Ops 2, where in Black Ops 2 when it first launched, it was just the typical old ray gun how it looked in Black Ops 1. But as further DLCs went ahead, I think in regards to potentially Buried or Mob of the Dead, the ray gun had like a little green filter on it. That is, you know, the case there for all across the maps on the PS5 version, which is a bit strange on there. But while the BO1 and BO2 are direct ports and do not offer any real graphical enhancement aside from the 1080p resolution. But outside of that, you're probably wondering, Clarky, if that's the case, then why is it so good? I mean, you can play on 1080p on PC. Well, this is where we actually talk about the game itself outside of its graphics and resolution and all that stuff. First of all, let's talk about the campaign. Nothing's changed. It's the campaign, aside from the fact that you get to play in a higher resolution. You could do the same on PC, just not the same for the Xbox Series X. As for multiplayer, multiplayer is the best it's ever been for these two games in particular on the PS5 and PS4 versions specifically. And you're probably wondering, how? Well, it's because on the Xbox Series X and PC, you're mostly going into lobbies of hackers, glitchers, stuff like that. Whereas on PS5, it's actually got some strict security features as far as I'm aware. So in terms of like hacking and booting and stuff like that, you're able to play Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1 like legit multiplayer. Like no cheats, no hacks whatsoever. At least for now. Because I imagine there would be later on down the line, but as of right now, it's safe to play. Now, let's talk about zombies. Because as you know, zombies has been a big thing in regards to getting booted offline, and playing on PS5 and PS4 ports of Black Ops 1 and 2, as far as I'm aware, is also safe to play as of right now. Because I'd imagine there'd be a way to boot people offline later on in the future, but as of right now, it is absolutely safe to play. Whereas on Black Ops 1 and 2, the only way if you're wanting to play safe on PC is by playing Plutonium. And don't get me wrong, Plutonium's great, but the Plutonium servers and trying to connect to friends' games aren't really that good. We had that issue with C for C the 7 Seas, but you know what, despite that, it's still great Plutonium exists. Now, let's talk about the pricing of Black Ops 1 and 2 ports. They are actually good only if you have PlayStation Plus. If you have PlayStation Plus, I'm pretty sure it's $20 each, and then for the season pass for both games, it's an extra $10. Do I think this should have been cheaper? Yes. Hell, do I think it should have been free? Absolutely. Especially if you did buy the games previously. But not even just that, they're 10 to 15-year-old games, like they should be free, if not even cheaper. But even then, the fact that you're buying both games for just $40 along with the full content, I think is alright. Now, again, I originally was against buying the game, but I saw all my friends stay up all night just playing Black Ops 1 and 2, multiplayer and zombies. And, you know, well, I do like Black Ops 7, and I know some other people like Black Ops 7. I think people just love the fact that we're hopping back on console, you know, and playing casual Call of Duty, because most people back in that day didn't play on PC. We always played on console, and that's where, as much as I see people saying it's not nostalgia, it's just the games are better, I do think nostalgia does play a big factor in this. People want to relive the memories on playing Black Ops 1 and 2, but this time on a high resolution and playing legit multiplayer games and zombies games without getting booted, without bumping into hackers. They want to relive those memories again with an updated resolution and a better flow of game on the PS5 or PS4 if that is what you're playing, because it's also on the PS4. And I told my friends I wouldn't buy it. I even said to myself publicly on Twitter I wouldn't buy it, but I've embarrassed myself and I've actually went and bought it. And you're probably wondering why. First of all, growing up, I never really played with a lot of people, like, at all. If I played with anyone, I played with randoms, but like I never got to know them. I was very strict in regards to talking to people randomly online. Like, sure, I would do the Ascension Easter egg with randoms, but that was like a one and done thing, and then I just would never speak to them ever again. So for any of those people that I'd done the Ascension Easter egg years ago in a public lobby, hope you're all doing well in life. But above all else, I just would like to experience what those memories would have been like if I played with a lot of friends on these older games on console. So, is it worth it in the end? On one hand, I'm saying yes. On the other hand, no. I think it really all comes down to how you're personally feeling at the end of the day. But that's my reasoning. You know, all my friends are playing. I want to play with my friends. We really have nothing else to do at the moment aside from Black Ops 7. And even then, a lot of my friends really don't play the newer CODs. They'll play like the new releases and that's it. And on top of that, people like myself who were skeptical to buy the ports because they think it wouldn't be worth it or not, who have actually bought it and went ahead and played it, I've heard nothing but good things. So I think I'm going to be in for a treat, and I'll probably be streaming tonight on Twitch on my channel in regards to Black Ops 1, 2, and probably some other Easter eggs. Probably on Black Ops 7 because I still need to do the cursed Easter eggs on Kawakajo. Again, this video wasn't planned at all. It wasn't scripted, all that stuff. I just wanted to give my personal take on that, the fact that Call of Duty might be in a good place right now. Even with Black Ops 7, it's specifically for zombies. Like, I like the multiplayer in BO7, but zombies is in a really good spot. You know, Kawakajo's being great despite the cheating scandal that happened, Totenreich, and then of course the next map that's about to come out. And on top of that, we're having ports of Black Ops 1 and 2, one of the best CODs of all time. I would arguably say Call of Duty as a whole is in a good place. And on top of that, a lot of people are hyped for Modern Warfare 4. So I see it as a way that Call of Duty might just be at its peak again, especially with the Black Ops 1 and 2 ports. Especially when Treyarch tweeted out that the Black Ops 1 and 2 ports are officially happening. That was their most liked tweet in years, so that just goes to show. But guys, thank you all so much for watching. Again, I'm really sorry. This video wasn't scripted. I know it's probably messy, but I wanted to get a video out talking about this anyway, my thoughts. And if you watch this video to see if you should buy or not, I'm really not the best person to, you know, watch a video on. I recommend watching another content creator. I was just giving my personal opinion on why I bought it personally and just talked about what I think about it overall. But guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next video live stream. And goodbye.